All right, hello. Let's load it up, man. Welcome to Monster Train the second. Check the barracks. Finally, I was beginning to worry the moon would never come out and start to feel my magic returning to me. We're lucky this place even has a moon. In fact, I wonder how different this moon is compared to Luna. Want to help me gather some data? I'd like to test the strength of our magic here. Sure, why not? What do you like me to do? Let's try a simple gravity spell. Here, you can try it on me. You say so. Whoa, good. Okay, you can put me down now. Ah, sorry, got a little carried away. Intriguing. No measurable difference. Perhaps I'm too small. We need something bigger. Oh, you do magic? Can I learn? You're perfect. Hey, would you like to be part of our experiment? Well, I'm good at experiments. I am an experiment. Alright, big guy. All you need to do is stand there. We'll take care of the rest. As for you, I need to measure your maximum load, so put in as much effort as you can into your spell. You got it. Alright, go for it. Whoa! Yippee! I'm magic! Well, there he goes. At least the data is quite conclusive. Our magic is still pretty strong down here. Should I put him down? I don't know, seems like he's having a good time. Woohoo! Best experiment ever! Alright, let's go again. Our Dune is giving me nightmares, so let's switch back to Underlegion, and yeah, we'll play Madam Lionsbane. Please just give me a random clan of any sort, and I will take a random Pyreheart. We're back to having no active streak, but that's quite alright, we're still learning the game. And we have Seraph Eternus, Chosen of Savagery, Melee Weakness, Archeon of Savagery. You have no units on the floor, and Kale administers Damage Shield 1. We have Malika Shifting Pyre again, although we didn't specifically ask for it. And we have 2 Lone Coats, fantastic, 2 Lava Armors, and a Greed Dragon. Interesting. Alright, let's go. And let's look at the artifact. The first time each turn a spell card with Consume is played, draw 1. Green Stewards gain the Boom ability. Deal 50 damage to the front enemy. Let's try the Verdant Cycle. Alright, so we've got Incant, Spawn 1, or Action. Apply Decay 1 to enemy units. When a unit gains Decay, it gains +2 Sex. We have a lot of equipment and very few spells. I'm going to take the Spore Singer path. Sure. Let's put our champ behind a steward. And it keeps stacking that decay. Triggers at the start of this unit's turn. Okay. Okay, so they do get decay just automatically? Why isn't it on there? Okay. Well, I'm not sure. And that's a victory. Let's go. Alright. Collect our monies. Alright, so we get Rot with a Holy Stone. We get Spawning Pods with Remove Consume, spawn 4. Or Proliferate, Propagate 2 on all units. These are all great options, to be honest. So Propagate can increase decay with Holy Stone and Consume. We only have to play that once per battle. Spawn 4 could be good. I kind of want this Rot, and I think getting some Pyre healing early can be beneficial. And we do have a Greed Dragon, so I think this Golden Touch is going to work fantastically for us. And we've got a Greed Dragon. We have no consume spells. So right now with our equipment focus, let's look at more units over spells. Okay, so we get a Spore Launcher and a Prickly Puffball with a Large Stone. Rage Time is kind of funny on a Spore Launcher. It's kind of useless. And I like the Puffball. Alright, so here's a tricky one. We put Titanite or Dualism on the Puffball. This doesn't do anything. Revenge decay 10 to the attacker. I'm gonna go with the Titanite. And for attack, I think we will simply wait to do anything with the Greed Dragon. So for the Greed Dragon, I'm looking for Multi-Strike, I'm looking for the Small Stone. And I'm not seeing either of those here. Get rid of a Shield Steward. And we'll save the rest of our money. And on to fight 2. Draw -1, sure. And we'll play our Puffball and our hero. And let's see what happens. Okay. Let's play our Golden Touch. And we can play a Loam Coat. And we will rot you twice. And just throw these. Alright, we'll throw one up there. Have enough number. Alright, so that does it. We'll be on our way. Very strong Puffball, very strong. Alright, so we get a Glow Up. Get a Green Recruit with Dualism. Which I can see does nothing. Or we get a Wax Cap with Conduit. Just thinking of how we want to structure our rows now. We don't want the Fungi in front of the Puffball, because that just diminishes his capabilities. We could put one in front of the Greed Dragon. So put our Greed Dragon and... so Madam Lion's Mane needs to stay with the Puffball, okay. Then we need to pair something with the Greed Dragon. Which for now could just be a Steward, I think that's fine. Don't want another Lava Armor. I don't want to Flicker with Consume. I think Pyre Cask is fine here. We'll save our single leg. Sorry, Dragon Sword. We have a lot of equipment. I think let's go left again. Maybe I'm looking at too many units, but okay. Let's put this behind our Greed Dragon. Some multi-strike on the Greed Dragon. And do we want a Titanite? For 80. I think I'm gonna reroll instead. Alright, so we did not get Regen 2 plus 1 health. That's not very good. We did not get the single pip upgrade, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll put a little bit more health on our Inoki. Remove a card, we can get rid of another Shield Steward. Check our event. And John Balatro, Joker the Joker. You get Canio. +3 for each rare card. Of which we have 0. Let's roll the banana mode again. Curious to see that play out a little bit more. And let's go. Taking every Titan trial from now on. Alright. So we can play out our ideal start here. Okay. You know, we're already doing really well here, so let's just get rid of this Ember immediately. Okay. Let's Pyre Cask up our enemy. And we cannot play our Rot. I think we'll just play our Shard, get rid of it. Then Pyre Gel, 16 decay. Somehow that equates to 58 damage. Interesting. Alright, and nothing is gonna be able to be slain by our Golden Touch. It's sad. Let's just stack decay on the old boss. So let's make sure we get a unit down up top. I don't want to take another 5 if we can prevent it. And we are losing our Greed Dragon, that's a shame. Okay, let's Golden Touch. Here we get another egg. Oh, Valor, that's what's... I'm like, why isn't she taking any damage? Because she has Valor. Alright. We'll click end turn. We get Racking Pain, we get Tome of Contracts, and we get Unearthed Treasure. Do we have any interesting cooldown timers? So this is an action, not an ability. I guess that's the big designator there. Or differentiator. We have no abilities. The Tome of Contracts is a bit of a dead card. Permafrost, deal damage equal to 3x the debuff stacks on this unit. I think that's really good. Alright, we can get another 1-pip Greed Dragon. Are any of these other units interesting? Magma Mauler with Incan Armor 2. I think in a Pyrogel focused deck that would go crazy. Decay on the Spore Launcher is nice, but I think this Greed Dragon with the Smidge Stone is gonna be the winner. And let's take energy. Want to be able to play Rot and, you know, like a Loam Coat and maybe 2 other things. Can play an Ember and a Glow Up. I think energy is what we want to have here. Alright, we can get a Trinket, we can do Magic. We can duplicate a card. The world is our oyster. So let's go right. Man-Eating, apply sap 2 and decay 5 to a unit with a cooldown of 1. Let's check our logbook. And okay, so Spore Stinger we could go all the way. Man-Eating, also an option. And you know, let's just go all the way on Spore Stinger. It might be a mistake, but it's okay. And I'm gonna get another 1-pip Greed Dragon. Hold over on Racking Pain, sure. Consume. 1 less Spore Touch for now. Could be okay. And we're mostly out of money. We'll fight. Multi-Strike. For 200 gold. And we have 2 eggs. Our Greed Dragons will be 55 on the health front. You know what, I think we can try this. And let's do this. So 15 damage, okay. That's something. Get rid of our Ember. We'll chump block with our Whelp. And let's just do a basic decay on the Scarred Sentinel. Doesn't look very scarred. The art is fantastic though. Alright, we clear this row. I think here I would like to play the Loam Coat. And let's jump block again. And we can play this, right? Alright, we are decay maxing here. Which so far so good. And okay, just thinking. Having a little think. Alright, holding strong. Not a whole lot interesting happening in this fight, just kind of wait on Puffball to work his magic. Okay, so we have a bit of a problem here. So he comes in, he's got DK 19 already? Oh, because this guy, Corin the Judge, descends all friendly units. So that's why that happened. Okay. We lost our banana. Dragon. We've got a mulch with consume removed. Every time we play this, we draw 2 next turn. All units propagate 1. This is also good. With Madam Lion's Mane on the bottom floor and Grow Room enabled, it would be plus 4 decay every time combat resolves on the bottom floor. Curious to try this mulch without consume, so we're gonna do that. Explosive consume, deal 23 damage to a random enemy unit. Or the moneymaker whelp. It's still pretty early, so let's take this and throw it on the top floor. And I realize I just maybe skipped a good room for us, but... Find yourself once again in a colorful vortex. Jimbo the Joker has given you Cavendish. Non-champion, friendly units gain 3x base attack. After each round of combat, 1% chance for this artifact to be destroyed. Okay, so trinkets, Merchant of Magic. Holdover on mulch would be amazing. Don't want too many holdover cards. What do we want next round? So maybe Merchant of Steel here. So this would be equipment. Merchant of Steel equipment again. We're not gonna get, we have to go to this Merchant of Magic, probably. I don't see any more trinket shops other than this last one. And we can eject the final 2 stewards as well, so that's kind of enticing. Let's go right. Summoning a well produces cooldown. We have no real abilities. We are gonna dupe... Where are we at? Okay, so there's a dupe here with the Merchant of Steel. So that means dupe the 1-pip Greed Dragon. I think we want Artificial Firestone to be able to play all of those. Get rid of our stewards. At the start of the turn, friendly units propagate 1. Which would be constant regen. We do card draw. We already have mulch rolling around in here. I'm curious to try this propagate one. It's not super strong with just regen. But we'll see what's going on. Okay, equipped units gain armor 10. We have not a lot of equipment. Oh, we do have armor, I guess, right? And the lone coat. On turn start, spawn 1 on each floor per 20 cards in your deck. That blocks our puffball. Dragons gain Pyrogel. Doesn't this just make our greed dragons go insane? I'm curious to try that. Be on our way. Enemy 1, sure. Alright, let's do what we're doing. That is the wrong dragon. Thought I was pulling them bench stoned. Try this again. 1 pip, 1 pip, 2, 3 pips. And so let's... We have really nothing to heal. Alright, golden touch. We can't use it? That's a bummer. Make me money, money maker! One coat. Okay. Get rid of this ember. Good time to do that. And... pretty straightforward deck to play. Just basically wait for the decay to do its work. And let's do a big rot and heal up our pyre. Alright, we get to the reanimate phase at least here. Fire gel mulch. And we are good to go. $361, take that. Alright. Money, money. Get a wax cap, we get an inhale, we get a mushroom cloud. Inhale does have the calcified ember, it's doing 20 damage. I'll take the wax cap here. Okay, we got the brain spike, which applies avarice, expensive taste, or consume an equivalent exchange. This will be a skip. And we're saving our eggs. We don't want to spend them because that makes our greed dragon weaker. Okay, so I want to hit this merchant of steel. We don't need the pyre health. Pyre deletion could be okay. Actually, we don't. Okay. So with mulch, right? Yeah, we want to be at 30 cards to get the benefit there. All units propagate 1 at the end of the turn. We do not really have a good room. What does magic power do for us? Really just the rot, right? And golden touch. I'll take the grow room. Spells cost -1. That'd be our decay, our rot, our racking pain. I think that's good for us. And I think we... 3 is very expensive. We'll try it. And what if we just merge these two together? Sure. It's pretty late for a bloodthirsty blade. I don't think I'm interested in that. Sure, we'll take the dragon staff. And that'll be enough. Time for Kale. Alright, damage shield 1. Decay should chew that right up. One pip, 1 ember. And we'll play the Spell Sanctum. Alright, so our Greed Dragons are at 175. That's pretty good, pretty good. And we have nothing yet to propagate. Prevent 22 damage here. And it doesn't do anything. Just keeps it in our hand for next round. Alright, so our spells are all 0 down here, so that's great. And what if we... Dragon Staff. We have 2... Well, we can play Grow Room here. Which will just propagate the whatever decay happens to be carried up there, and I think we'll just go ahead and propagate. Alright, we'll play our free mulch. Okay. So there's no pyre gel on these units, so it doesn't make sense to really pop him, I don't think. He's just gonna eat 6 damage. Check on our top floor. Greed Dragon, go get him. Alright, and a lot we can play. Let's play our Bloated Whelp for blocking purposes. And let's stack decay on Kale. propagate it and deal some damage. I'm a little worried our puffball is not as resilient as we think it is. And here what I'm gonna do, this is kind of stupid, but I'm gonna play 2 spells on this guy. Make sure he doesn't hit me for 9. Okay. Let's Loam Coat here. And Fire Cask on Kale. And then we can start stacking up some decay. Okay, good. Minus 15. Let's propagate and... Okay, so this does like 400 damage. I'll take it. Alright, final round. Wow, the puffball just handles it on his own. We'll just click end turn. Slow it down and see what happens. Kind of a surprising result. Decay, 92, 96, 100. Wow. Consume double stack. Soldier of Fortune. With a Greed Dragon in our deck? Sure. Let's take space. Alright, I want to hit the duplicators. Alright, multi-strike on the 1-pip Greed Dragon. Definitely want that. Endless on. How about the Wax Cap? It's pretty cool. And we have 2 more Greed Dragons. Not a ton of money. But I think a plus health would be fantastic. I want Avarice at this point. Upgrade our hero, our Madame. And we'll take the max decay. Let's duplicate our, we gotta find our single pip multi-strike Green Dragon. And we'll have another. That's it. That's the play. Non-boss enemy units restore 150 health when they move up the floor. I'm willing to try that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now. And how about 2 and 2. Okay. I think here, let's get our equipment on the Deckbuilder. And let's get our room out. We've got, you know, 440 damage here. Should be plenty for these 400 plus health units. Alright, so we get a chance to play our Soldier of Fortune. Let's see what we get. Oh no. That's not what I wanted. There's too many whelps in this deck. All right. Good hand. Play one more Greed Dragon. The remaining Loam Coat, not so important. Throw our Wax Cap out. Wax Cap dies, so does Madame Lion's Mane. So that's pretty terrible. Let's get our egg. Let's Fire Cask. I don't like these sweepers, man. They are harming my aura. Oh, we are leaking here. And hopefully we see my other Greed Dragon. We do not. Unfortunate. And I would love to not take 21 damage. That looks a little infeasible at the moment. And now it is possible. Alright, so he's gonna go up. See what happens. Not gonna count it out. So what, 10? 13? Alright, there's our other Greed Dragon. Let's put him out. And... Alright, I think we're good to just play our spells on the first floor. Get yet another egg. Alright, 1269. Get a little bit more money. Play Mulch. Let's play Rot. Let's play Glow Up. Incant Spikes 1. Maybe we don't want to do this. The Greed Dragon should take care of this, though. Look at all that decay. Fire Gel decay. Red numbers. After all that banging about, only 56 decay and 21 Fire Gel. And I don't think there's anything else to do here. Alright, a lot of money. Another Mulch with a number. And we are not really spawning fungi. So far that hasn't been a problem. I'm wondering... What do we do for the Titan fight? So we can rot. Dominion? Is that the one on the top? And Racking Pain, maybe? Take another mulch. Alright, we get Devilish Details. We're at max horde. Is it stupid not to take this? I don't know. I don't want to spend the whole horde and then come back down. A little late for that. Mind Cage I don't think does anything. Greed I don't think I want, especially with Consume. We'll save the eggs. Alright, I want to dupe again. Well, let's do that. Double stack. 30 decay, sure. Come back here. Let's look at the trinkets. Sure. Apply Fire Gel 5 to enemy units when a whelp dies. What consume cards do we have again? We have a Pyre Cask, we have Soldier of Fortune, we have one Spore Touch. So ideally this would be Soldier of Fortune. Pyre Gel 5, I think we can skip. You play 3 different kinds of cards in a turn, draw 1, gain 1. First spell played each turn has -1. You already get a bonus from whatever room that is, the spell room. Yeah, let's double stack Rot. Permafrost, I don't think we need. Consume stuff. Those Holy Stone doesn't do very well here. Bolt over mulch. Sure. And let's go back and let's take this versatile Ember Staff. We will duplicate another 1-pip multi-strike Greed Dragon. And we can delete. We'll delete these loaded whelps. And just this Calcified Ember. I don't want to have to play it in the middle of the fight. Alright, let's go, Seraph. Seraph applies melee weakness. And will it chew us up? We're about to find out. Alright, Puffball. Our Lady. Do we have a source of rally? Unfortunately, we do not, right? Just any source at all. If we put her here, we have no more room for anything to rally, so it's kind of useless. '88 attack. Oh man. We're already 1,000 off. Although our Madame is looking quite ill. That's not good. She's gonna get it right here. Yep, she sure does. Okay. We may as well sap this floor. Alright, we're gonna have to rely on the greed dragons to carry us here. Keep playing our wax cap. And let's make sure we rot here. Zero. Puffball, no. Oh, that was our first consume card. Interesting. Alright. Our puffball remains living. Our greed dragons are looking a little sad. And let's get the lone coat there. Propagate, sure. So this is 11, this is 33, and 41. Don't think we can... No. Alright, so we still... Let's try this again. I don't want to do the math. We want him to live. He does live. All right. Still doesn't live. Bummer. Thought I could get him. These are some scary, scary lines, I'll tell you what. Moneymaker, well, no. I can't, you idiot. We are truly losing a source of decay with the Madame being unfortunately deceased. Alright, there's our good greed dragon. Okay, we lose. We lose a greed dragon, we lose our Anoki, we lose the world. These sweepers are a nightmare. This melee weakness was quite a bit to contend with. Alright, so let's see. We can double mulch for sure. We can golden touch. In racking pain. Doesn't do anything. In rot. Okay, so that saves the majority of our row. We'll go with this. This may simply be too much. Three times fire, 3 times 2. Let's try one more time. These two need to go together. Love to be able to clear the melee weakness status. I didn't realize that we actually just start with deployed it, which is very unfortunate. Who did this? Yeah, let's try to get rid of these sweepers. Wow, these chosen assassins are brutal. Yeah, they're hunting down my hero. And there is simply no solution. Let's try one more time. $30 health on the Madame. I think we should try it. I'm gonna play one Greed Dragon here with the Spell Sanctum, and then we can play the rest on the top floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5. Wow, the assassin just completely nukes me. You know, I'd love to have a stun or a daze or something. Okay. And this Wrecking Pain card is not as good as I hoped it would be. We need a lot more stacks to make this viable. +4, -6, -8. I think this row is more important than the top row. Sloam coat. And lava coat the puffball. You guys have no attack at all. This is quite the puzzle. Yeah, now we wipe. Get him bloated, whelp. Just don't have the tools for this, I don't think. These chosen assassins are just incredible. Yeah, this whole row is gone. We'll pop the whelp, place our greed dragon. I don't think this is viable at all. Okay, play our wax cap. We have still one more greed dragon that we never played. Interesting. So why doesn't this kill Titan skin? Wow. I'll do it, won't it? Yeah, GG. I was not equipped for that fight. Alright, Mushroom Mayhem reached level 10 on the Under Legion. We got Mitosis Cap. Celebrate, gain a permanent copy of this unit. Cannot be equipped to champion or cardless units. That's pretty cool. Wall of Shame, nothing to report. Alright, let's look at what we got. Enormous Inoki. Yeah, the regen wasn't good. This unit does not pair with much, or pairs best with the troop, I should say. You're just not getting the rally triggers with the Greed Dragons or anything else I was playing, really. The Prickly Puffball. Classic setup right there. Wax Cap. I do like this unit. Maybe it made more sense to duplicate this over and over again. Wealthy Whelp. Greed Dragon ×3. Yeah, cool setup. Just had, I think, the wrong Seraph to pursue this line. The Greed Dragon full size, another Greed Dragon, no multi-strike version. Mulch with holdover, regular mulch, Holder of Fortune. Yeah, we shouldn't have taken this with all the whelps in the deck. It was a misplay. Blow up. Fire Cask should have been skipped, I think. And Spore Touches, starting card, Wrecking Pain. You need way more sap and decay with this. This is probably a good card for the other champion path. The Maneater one. Just because it stacks more debuffs. Golden Touch gave us our Dragon Sword. And Rot was our healer of choice. Alright, we fell short this time. But if you liked it, please like and subscribe. And follow me on Twitch. You can find me there as well. And if you liked the video, I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.